issues and I'm going to bottle up. But now what happens is when somebody looks at me wrong or somebody cuts me off or somebody says something to me, I'm going to go from 0 to 1,000 and
That's
I'm
true.
going to explode all the stuff that I've been trying to deal with on them, right? Um, and then one of the things that I learned, especially with loss, because the one thing is, we everybody watching this video, everybody that ever sees this, we very different people, right? Personalities, date of birth, all this other stuff, right? The things that unify us, one of the major things that unify us is we are all going to experience trauma. The wealthiest
Yes.
person in the world is going to experience trauma at some point, right? Like we all experience trauma. I think that the struggle that I had when I lost my sister was that I was trying to get over it. Like I was
Yeah.
fighting, and that's the thing. So that was my mentality because I, again, didn't have the tools. So
Right.
I thought, like with everything else, right? You fail a test, get over it. You lost something, get over it. Your dog, you get over it. So I was like, that's the equation that I've always applied. So I was like, now this is
Like
one of the
throw it
most.
under the rug.
That's
Act
it.
like it's not there, and it's yeah.
That's it. So this was like the most traumatic loss I've ever experienced. And I'm just like, okay, well, what have I done throughout my entire life? All right, I learned how to get over it. And it wasn't until I started going to counseling where it's like, you never get over it. You just learn how to cope and live
Cope
with
with
it.
it.
Right. So
Yes.
that's one thing. The other thing is I was very hard on myself.
Mm.
Whenever I dealt with trauma and issues and stuff, there's always this push to say, I need to go back to who I was. Like, I'm a fun loving, I crack jokes and all. Like, I need to go back to that. I need to go back to that. But the reality is that every single time you experience some type of trauma, it changes you. So it's not about going back to the previous version of you, it's about finding out who is the new version of you. And
Right.
that's the thing that's difficult is like we're trying to like go back and redefine ourselves based on old standards, but the version of me that existed when my sister was on this planet is not the version of me that exists
It's
when
not
I'm
the
not on this
same.
planet.
Right. Now you have to be a whole different being.
That's it.
So and then it's almost like the old you passed. This is what I say, when the old me passed away when my mom passed away.
Hmm.
Now I had to redirect everything, redirect my purpose, redirect like how I view things and everything like that because that doesn't exist anymore. You know